If you're going to do a YouTube channel, the best camera to use is the camera that you have with you. If you purchase new equipment, you can do that if you want to. But the expense of buying new equipment and everything else may not be worth it, especially if your channel never gains any traction. You can spend a lot of money investing in new equipment and then not get you anywhere. So you might want to wait for your channel to, gain some momentum before you invest in a lot of things. Your channels can languish for many years before they actually take flight. One of the things that's kind of interesting about YouTube is I kind of dip my toe into the YouTube thing numerous times, and then you would fade away, and then you come back and you notice that certain videos that you posted begin to gain an audience. Um, and I've tried YouTube at a lot of different times over the years. This is just my latest channel. I remember I had a channel uh, many years ago. I think it was 2008 or so. And back then it was a lot easier to get an audience. Now it's kind of hard. If you just post a random video, often you only get a few views, if any. You can get 0 views on certain videos if you post them and no one just happens to ever view it because of, this might be an obscure topic. It could just be buried on page 100 or something. And the YouTube search feature is not that great. I mean, if you ever try to search deeply in YouTube and you go several pages into a search, the search results get kind of funny. A lot of times there's gaps, really wide gaps in search results, and I always wonder if that's just a mistake in the system, or is it possible that certain subjects are only posted so many times? Because some of the stuff I'm posting or looking for is it's a subject that's not that obscure, but still there's huge gaps in between videos. Like you'll go from you'll be looking for videos daily, and then it'll go into weekly and monthly, and then all of a sudden you're years into it, and it's like, oh, I know they're skipping videos, and this search feature is not pulling up everything it could be possibly pulling up. So it's hard to find videos in the search feature. And now, when you look at the suggested videos on the side of when you're viewing a video, on the right side, there's suggested videos. You Most of those suggested videos now are based on videos, topics, or videos that you currently were watching. So suggested videos are about videos that they think you will want to see based on your viewing habits. Where in the past, those suggested videos were suggested based on the video you were watching at that moment. So it was a lot better back and for discovery, because you'll have, like, I don't know how many would be listed there, 20 or more videos. Uh, you could scroll down and ask to see more. I think there'll be a link. So it might be like, 20 or so videos on the side, all related to the subject of the video you're currently watching. So it's a lot better for discovery. So you were able to find new videos based on the topic that you're watching using that suggested field on the side. That's not a factor anymore. Most of the videos are based on your current viewing habits, and only a few are suggested based on the current video that you're watching. So it's really hard to find videos. Um, Also, there are videos found through Google too. People do Google searches and they'll come up with your video in the search results, or look in the video search and it'll come up with your video in the search results. So there's a lot of different ways to find videos. So it has to be a topic. Either it's a topic that is widely searched and people will dig deeply through the search results to find things, or it's an obscure topic that has some search uh, frequency, but it's because there's not a lot of videos on that topic that maybe your video will stand out for a very long time. But I do a lot of stuff on this things that catches my eye, and right now it's a lot of it's politics. I think because of the 2016 election, so I was posting a lot of videos on Trump and Hillary and things like that, and just uh, the left and the right, posting a little bit on everything. But I think most of my videos right now are political, and I don't know if that's really me in the long run, because You know, the one thing when you're trying to um, connect to your fellow persons, there's certain topics that can create a lot of division, and one of them is politics. The second, or it's not really ranked, but also another one would be religion, and sports is also something um, that creates a lot of divisions between people, and people can get into endless discussions and arguments. The discussions are fine, but arguments on these topics, and this really sucks. So, in general, I don't really like to do a lot of political discussions because of the friction. And it's not healthy. I think a lot of it, a lot of the friction that develop is not healthy. So that's a really problematic thing. But because I think I'm probably still going to do videos on politics, and most of them don't get a lot of views anyway. So it's not like for the views. It's but it's just such an important topic right now, and I think politically things are getting very dangerous. I think you have two, we have, you have camps that are developing where people do not want to, they don't respect the opposing, the opposing political views. They have zero respect for them. And there's no exchange of ideas. And there's a lot of demonization um, and facts for certain camps do not matter. It does not matter at all with the facts. So you see a lot of contradictions. And that's very difficult to deal with because, you know, people will flip flop from one place to the other just to maintain allegiance to that one camp. So, you know, you show them counter evidence or arguments based on previous arguments they made, thinking that it will change their position, and it doesn't. So it's really getting into a dangerous situation politically. But because it's so dangerous, it's become important. And because it is important, I'm sharing more and more stories on things like this. So I probably will continue to do it. And despite the chance of friction, this is not something. And I think my style is not to be antagonistic. Um, I'm not someone that's going to be yelling or screaming at people or calling people names. I don't do that. Or at least hopefully I will never do that. You know, I'm human, I make mistakes. So I'll keep posting videos. We'll see where this goes. Over and out.